Hello, guys. Welcome back to my TBC Broadcast Live. Good evening from my part of the world. Um, as we all know, we are still in the redemption period, and a lot of people are actually redeeming their cookies now. Yeah. About yesterday, I had a little problem with my network, so my broadcast was cut short. So today I'm going to make sure I finish most of the points I wanted to relay out yesterday. Great. So as we all know, we are in the broadcast. We are in the redemption period, and a lot of people have started redeeming, and we also have the idea that you can only redeem up to 100 TBC. Um, the next redemption period will be in May, from 1st May to 31st May. So if you're redeeming now, if you still want to accumulate a lot of cookies, you can just wait. November just started. Today is 5th. You can wait till 20th and then you can redeem. It doesn't take so long. It's between 12 or 24 hours. Some people actually redeemed today and it took less than 6 hours actually, and it showed in their TBC wallet. So if you're not in a hurry, if you still want to attend send button meetings, if you still want to do your broadcasts, you still want to do your referrals, the rapid 24-hour and the rapid 48-hour referrals, then you should not redeem now. Wait, accumulate a lot, and then you redeem. There's no need to rush. Anyway, so let's get down to business. Our admin was talking about important things regarding TBC. So let's get down to business. So first of all on the bill, we have the cookie reward page in KBCO has even more clarity now. Yes. So if you log into your Kringle Cash page, you'll see this information. Now, it says that you can redeem one time. You can only redeem cookies one time during a redemption period, and it's recommended that you wait till the end of the redemption period before you can click on the Redeem Now button, because you still have time to add more cookies before you can redeem them. Okay, the months of May and November are the redemption periods, and any cookies left over from one redemption period can be redeemed in the next period. So if you have a lot of cookies, if you have 20 million cookies and you're only able to redeem 10 million, the other 10 million will be kept for you. Okay, it will be kept for you until you have other, whatever it is you want to do. Great. So we are in the distribution phase, and the sooner we understand that, the better for us. We do not own TBC, and I am pretty sure that most of us have gone through the blog, and the admin has really pointed out a few things, but I'm going to actually go through that as well. So yeah, we are in the distribution phase. We are currently in the distribution phase of rolling out a full-blown mature TBC Kringle global economy. The level of liquidity of Kringle coins depend on how widespread merchants around the world accept Kringles as a medium of exchange for their goods and services. And we believe Kringles will become very liquid once we reach our objective of 1 billion members. 1 billion members. When we launched TBC, the admin wallet had 1 billion TBC coins in it, and the cookie rewards was set up as the mechanism to move all of those TBC coins out of the admin wallet into the wallet of 1 billion members. Okay. So basically, one way of looking at it is to understand that it would be to think of the admin wallet as a central bank, and the wallets of 1 billion members as the local retail banks, and the central bank stocks up all of the other banks with enough currency to maintain an economy. Okay, guys. For those of us who are redeeming or who are actually accumulating a lot of cookies, It says cookies work just like a point system. They are not a form of currency. Each member is encouraged to complete certain beneficial tasks, which helps us reach our objective of gathering 1 billion members. When these tasks get verified, then the cookies allotted for such tasks show up here and are accounted for within the view details area, which is here. View details. Okay. So guys, if you are doing the 24 rapid 24-hour referral, if you're a basic millionaire, when you do a rapid 24-hour referral, you have 10 million cookies, which is worth 0.1 TBC or 100,000 kringle. If you register your first two and you help your two get there too, within the 48-hour referral countdown, you get 100 million cookies, which is equivalent to 1 million gringo and is also equivalent to 1 TBC, one full TBC. That is a lot. Okay. So for the broadcasters like us, our broadcaster billionaire cookie reward says there are exactly 1,111,111 billionaire positions to fill during the distribution phase. And once all of these positions are filled, the broadcaster billionaire cookie rewards will be closed, and only basic millionaire cookie rewards will remain until we reach our objective of 1 billion. Guys, if you're not doing broadcast now, start now. Okay, it is not difficult. Start now. If you need someone to coach you, let someone coach you. Because if we fill up the 1,111,111 positions left for broadcaster billionaire cookie rewards, you're not getting any chance no more. Great. So for rapid rewards refer to the rapid 24-hour referral and the rapid 48-hour referral cookie rewards. Just for new members. Um, new members are advised. New members are advised to, introduce new people. When you register, you get your first two. You hope your two get their two. So you're getting the first two in the countdown of the rapid 24 referral. Then you get, I think, 1 million kringles. And then in the rapid 48-hour referral, you hope your two gets their two. And then you also get more cookies, more kringles. Okay, it's not that difficult. And also, it is very important to understand that you need to have those accounts verified for all these to count. If they're not verified, the cookies are not allotted to you. So we need to have that in mind. Okay. So basically, that is it for the cookies. Okay. Great. So we have our rapid 24-hour referral. We have our rapid 48-hour referral. So basically, it says new members have 24 hours to bring in two new paid. The catchphrase is paid members before the 24-hour timer runs to zero to collect the cookies for completing this task. The cookie reward for successfully completing this task today is 10,000. Sorry, that's 10 million. Okay, great. Once all of the billionaire positions are filled, this reward will drop to 50,000 cookies. Now, if you don't want this, I don't know what you want anymore in life. Rapid 48 hours. New members have 48 hours to encourage and assist their two new referrals to also get their two paid referrals for a total of 4 on the second level before the 48-hour timer runs out. The cookie reward is 100 million cookies, and if all the billionaire positions are filled, this reward will drop to 250,000 cookies. Wow, that is a lot of drop. And in exchange of 40 grams, Pringles can be exchanged for anything of equal value, such as goods and services. As we all know, in Nigeria, currently, we have Farona. We have a lot of Farona shops all over the the states in Nigeria, and they are accepting full TBC. Um, it was launched in Ghana on 1st of September, and we are really hoping that very soon we would have our shops and we can buy, you know, buy commodities, foodstuff, real estate, uh, pay bills, and all of that. We're really, really looking forward to that. Before then, we still have our TBCs. A lot of people are actually using TBCs to, exchange. It's like barter trade per se. Yeah. So let's just go back to what we're talking about. So we'll talk about the meetings now. The send button meetings. If you do not complete your send button test, you are not allowed. Great. So now, in order to unify our TBC community and keep all of our members updated, we hold weekly send button meetings. Meetings started today. For Ghana, it's 2 p.m. GMT. That's when the meetings start. So, in order to unify our TBC community and keep all of our members updated, we hold weekly send button meetings on YouTube in multiple languages. Um, we have English, we have Bengali, we have French, we have Cambodia, we have Hindi. Uh, I can. We have German, great, but German hasn't started yet. So I hope one day we could have three anyway. That would be great. So yeah, so you must be a member in good standing to have a send button in your wallet. And these things that can get your send button turned off are discussed in each of these meetings. An abundance based economy is a new idea in contrast to the world as we know it today, and it is based on fundamental truths that have been forgotten or brainwashed out of mankind. So basically, broadcaster billionaires get 1,000 times more than the basic millionaires for their attendance or viewing. A keyword is given during each of these meetings in order to collect on this cookie reward. You can earn multiples of this cookie reward by viewing these meetings in different languages available. Stand with us and attend these meetings. I'm a living example. Attending these meetings, basically, if you don't understand English, there's about 6 to 7 different languages right now. We hope to add up to 20. So if you're watching Randy's actually has a lot. He gives a lot of information. So if you know that by 2 o'clock on Mondays you can attend send button meetings, please do not give your link to anybody whose account is not verified and who does not have a send button on. You need to complete the send button test before you can attend a send button meeting. Please, guys, let's adhere to the rules and regulations. Okay? Let us adhere to the rules and regulations of TBC community. We need to hold on to those. So basically, we have referrals of 100 plus. Builders within the TBC community that get 100 personal referrals receive this cookie reward, and all members are encouraged to build up our membership towards the objective of 1 billion. As we all know, multiple sets of 100 referrals get multiple cookie rewards for their efforts. How fast would we get to 1 billion if 100 got 100 and so on? The reward of 1 billion cookies will last until we have filled the billionaire positions. That's good news. So right now is the best time to be a builder in TBC. Great. Broadcasts. We love our broadcasters. I love you too, guys. Mwah. Oh, wait. You love your broadcasters. We love you as well. We love doing this. It makes us understand more about TBC as well. So, broadcasters, It is hard to imagine this right now, but TBC has a path for 1,111,111 to become billionaires. The world the elite created is ugly by comparison of what we are doing to lift humanity into a perpetual state of prosperity and abundance. While there is a talk of a global economic collapse happening around us, TBC has set its sights on a brighter future for humanity by cutting to the core what needs to be done to embrace the truth about abundance, the most natural thing on earth. Broadcasters will help others come to understand this truth. Yeah, great. Basically, we broadcasters get 1 million cookies for every broadcast that gets approved by the admin. Once you learn how to do a broadcast on YouTube, it gets easier and easier to do them like anything else in life. As a broadcaster, you will discover your voice. Okay. Once you keep doing a broadcast every time, you get used to it. All right. And it's also advised that your broadcast is within 20 to 30 minutes. If you can do an hour, that's good. But if you book if you book a broadcast time on the tomorrow's broadcast by the left side of your Kringle dashboard, you need to stick to that time. Unfortunately, I've been having a lot of internet problems, and I seem to have it less than that time. But yeah, today is different. So, guys, if you're not a broadcaster, you can still start now. Accumulate cookies, redeem them, and you're good to go. You can even accumulate more. If you're not able to redeem them now, you can redeem them in May. Redeem the ones that are redeemable and redeem the rest in May. That is the best offer you can ever get. Great. Note, you must complete the profile and answer all the security questions before a redeem now button will appear during a redemption period. Be sure to include a real picture of yourself in your profile because people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. People they know, like, and trust. Catchphrase. How are they going to get to know you without even seeing your picture? Think about that. Below, we are recognizing achievers of the rapid rewards. We'd love to see the pictures of them all. So complete your profile today. So, well, it seems not everybody has got their pictures up, but yeah, some people have got the 24-hour referral. Some um, haven't actually got the 8 hour referral. But you can see this is a total entry of 2,497. As the last 3 weeks, this was about 100 or so. It has really grown massively, a lot. So basically, the cookie reward page, in case you view, this was just copied from our Kringle back office. So everything that I've just shown to you is here. You can always come to the blog and read a lot, 1,001 information in here, guys. There's a lot of information here. Okay, so yeah, that's uh that's it for the cookie rewards. I see. Okay, awesome, great. So we're gonna head back to the topic for today. So we're going to talk about the exceptions to the policy limitations of 100 TBC only coming from cookie rewards. I really love this poster. So I really love this article because it tells us a lot about rules and regulations. A lot of people do not want to adhere to the rules of TBC community. It is about time that people actually understood that there are rules and regulations abiding to this. Good. So for this article, the admin says that he would like to cover why some exceptions were made to this policy. The maximum amount of TBC coins that can be given to an individual is 100 lifetime TBC total. Okay. Before I get into the exceptions, I need to make a few things very clear. TBC is not a currency with a mission, it is a mission with a currency. Simple and short. You do not own TBC, guys. Before you get a send button in your wallet, you must pass the send button test. Okay, good. So let's look at number 2. Question number 2 goes like this. Because we are a private community, we are entitled to self-regulation with our centralized coin network, and discounters of our coin will have the send button turned off. Let me repeat that again. Discounters of our coin will have their send buttons turned off. Other abusive behavior within our community could also result in the same thing. Okay, if you discount our coin, if you sell our coin to someone, if you give out the coin without any proof of sale, you're devaluing the value of TBC coin. That is not good for the community. If a member's send button is turned off, they will be given a period of time to reform, and then they can get their send button turned back on. We have seen that decentralized coins tend to lose their value because of a small number of people discounting them. Wow, this is basically what we're talking about. And it will drive the price down sharply and ultimately create loss for all our users of these coins. Now, a coin such as ours, which is based on the principle of abundance, requires a responsible admin regulate its use centrally. The best way to view our coin is as community property, and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. Are you allowed to transact with our coin at any price of your choosing? The answer is no. You are not allowed to sell TBC at your own price. It is not allowed. You have to adhere to the rules and regulations. I have to keep repeating this because some people don't understand that TBC is bigger than it seems. It is more or less like you don't own TBC. It's a trust fund, basically. Okay, guys? You need to understand that you did not own TBC, but it's a great community that is doing a lot for us. Pay close attention to these sentences. The best way to view our coin is as community property, and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. Once you understand how the sub-trust once you understand how the sub-trust protects you and the whole TBC community, you will be very excited. Let me give you an example of the principle here. The principle is to own nothing and control much. That is exactly what TBC is doing for us right now. For those who are lucky. To a poor person, this may not make sense. Exactly. But rich people already understand this principle. So in this example, there are 2 dogs. A poor man owns a dog and licensed the dog under his own name, and the dog bites a wealthy man. The wealthy man sues the poor man in court and wins and garnishes his wages to pay off the judgment, and the poor man becomes poorer. And like Robert Kiyosaki would say, the rich becomes richer, the poor becomes poor because they keep passing opportunities repeatedly. That is the basic understanding of poor, the word poor for me. When you keep passing opportunities repeatedly, passing over opportunities repeatedly, that is what makes you poor. If someone gives you an opportunity and you're not sure that you can do it, the best thing is to just say yes. Like Richard Branson said, if someone offers you an opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes, and then you learn how to do it later. A lot of people have heard about TBC even long before we joined in, and the first thing that they scream out is scam. Ponzi scheme. It's fake. It's this, it's that. TBC has come to stay. I personally joined TBC when they had the second wallet, which is 004. And now there's a third wallet, which is now 009. And I'm pretty sure that when we hit 1 billion members, we're going to have to move to another wallet. We're going to have to migrate. And so people need to understand that this is not just anything. This is a great community. We need to get that into our heads, guys. Please understand that. So let's finish up the story. The second dog belongs to a trust. A rich man set up for that dog. The second dog belongs to a trust. So basically, there is no money in the trust. Okay, that's awesome. Great. That dog bites a poor woman and she thinks she will become rich by suing the rich man. But the case is dismissed because the rich man does not own the dog and there is no money in the trust. The point to this example is to welcome the legal structure of TBC and do not obsess over not owning TBC because it is not a property. The problem with the current financial structure is corruption has completely taken over, allowing the hoarding of wealth away from the mass majority. How can you have 99% of wealth in the entire world and leaving the whole 50% of the world in abject poverty? That's just evil. That's just bad. What a waste of human potential. Exactly. This is the reason TBC has been forging a new pathway. We are going our own way, centered on truths and not lies. 100 TBC coins is a worth of a great deal today. I know a lot of people who have 100, 500, 1,000, 3,000, and I am so proud of them because I know what that is worth. I know that even if anything happens, they have a lot in their life already. Now, let's imagine that we hit our objective of 1 billion members. Right now, we have 3 million members at the moment. So that means that each TBC coin is worth 3 million grants. And when we use a third party calculator, it shows 8,496,665.90 times that by 100 TBC, and that equals 849 million plus. Wow, dollars. Then, when we reach our objective of 1 billion members, those same 100 TBC coins would be worth 100 billion grains of gold, which is so big, this calculator can't process it, but it's roughly about $250 billion. At some point, you can draw to the conclusion that having too much abundance, especially when you understand the responsibilities that come with having a stewardship, yes, the PVC billionaires will be the ones erecting the future skyscrapers and establishing institutions of their own, and will be able to provide liquidity to the TBC millionaires they align with in this grand mission to raise up humanity. This is the biggest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. This is so big, I can't even explain it. It is as massive as whatever we can think of. We did not want to raise all members up. In the end, worst case scenario, you will become a TBC millionaire. A simple transaction of 40 grains of gold worth of Kringles will result in TBC millionaire status. And it doesn't get easier than that to become a millionaire. I mean, even if you were working in the biggest company, the biggest bank in the world, you couldn't make $250 billion overnight. It doesn't work like that. Even if you work for 50 years, you're not going to make that kind of money. TBC is the only way. We are in the distribution phase, people. Yes, and once you understand that, you would enjoy TBC more. Movement in the millions, such as that, would only be available once a mature, full blown TBC economy has established. Think of it as a condominium skyscraper being built, and condos are being sold long before they are built. People are literally buying air at first. Maybe the foundation hasn't built, and people are buying condos on the 10th floor already. The 10th floor won't exist for at least a year or even 2 years, maybe. And people feel like they're getting a bargain with their purchase. And they are not wrong. This is so true because in Ghana, we have a lot of beautiful buildings not yet completed, and people are actually, buying up their units already. Good. So we need to read a bit of this. So the admin says, I think I have cleared up a lot there before getting into the exceptions on the TBC cookie reward limits. All exceptions relate to building up memberships in TBC. Let's look at how a member could even get to this 100 TBC limit in the first place. Broadcasters certainly have the advantage here. Broadcasters get 1 million cookies for every send button they view. Wow. They would have to view 10,000 meetings to hit the limit of 100 TBC coins. That's not likely to ever happen. They also get 1 million cookies for every broadcast that they do. And again, it would take 10,000 broadcasts to hit the limit. Ooh. So meetings and broadcasts are not going to ever reach that limit alone. Broadcasters need to get 100 million cookies of each exchange of 40 grains, and it will cost about $10,000. Wow, that's a lot to hit the limit. I can see that happening in a few cases, but in principle, we do not want to exceed the 100 TBC limit based on large purchases. That was the main reason I wrote the previous article saying cookie rewards is not available for institutions. Okay, that makes sense now. A basic millionaire member that doesn't broadcast gets 100,000 cookies for the same transaction. It will cost them $10 million worth of TBC to hit the limit. So far, these are not the ways members would even hit the limit. Builders that sponsor 100 new members get 1 billion cookies for each set of 100. So a big builder that signs up 1,000 new members could hit this limit. Unfortunately, scammers have swarmed the TBC community, taking advantage wherever they can. In the last two redemption periods, all referrals counted toward cookie rewards, and email verification was all that was needed. Have you noticed most of the recruiting services around TBC dried up and went away once membership was based on paid status and not just verified email? Admin has seen a lot of obvious fraud coming from these repeating services, and the change to paid status corrected that situation. So if you have earned enough cookie rewards that exceeds the 100 TBC limit based on signups and sent in a support ticket asking for an exception, they better be real referrals. I love this. Oh my god. For now, if you signed up over 1,000 paid referrals and ask for an exception, I can accept that and issue the addition TBC coins as earned, deserving the reward. But if you try to scam admin by claiming all of your email verified non-paid signups are real, then you will need to prove it. Get them to become paid and have them complete the profile. True builder doesn't sign up people and immediately abandon them. Being a sponsor comes with some responsibility to encourage their recruits, to fully plug into the TBC community. We are turning people into millionaires and billionaires, for goodness sake. Why wouldn't they want to plug in fully? I'm just going to say it. If you think you deserve to get more than 100 TBC coins for a half-assessed job on your part, you are crazy. Yeah, they are indeed crazy. On the other hand, if you have clearly read the blog, I have shown you many ways to be a big builder, and you can get thousands of members paid, having your status paid and plugged into the TBC community. And for those kind of builders, I really don't have a limit for you. Send in a support ticket and make your case. If you have clean paid referrals, and they have completed their profiles, then you fit in the exception. And admin will reward you beyond the limitation. Whew, so it's clear now. It's very clear now. If you have a lot of people in your team, more than 100, and you need to verify those accounts or get your cookie rewards more than 100 TBC for a lifetime, all you need to do is make sure that they are correct, paid, verified, email, and they have their profiles completed. Three quick steps, and then you have your 100 plus, and you're good to go. You let the admin know, send a support ticket, and if it is real, get your reward. If it is not real and you're trying to scam the admin, you are crazy, like he said. So, guys, let us adhere to everything that the admin has said. It is not difficult to listen. Many of you run large meetings and have set up a good system to sign up thousands of people. Or perhaps you have partnered with a number of merchants and they pass out your business cards. I could go along with that as long as you followed up with each that signed up. Some sales funnels could also produce thousands of paid referrals. So, like I said, all exceptions relate to building up memberships in TBC. We will look at each situation on a case by case basis. This article will be required reading if you present a case through the help desk, and we will investigate. Honesty is the best policy. Uh, I do not have much to say, honestly speaking. The admin has said it all. First of all, we need to understand that if you are redeeming, if you are redeeming your Kringle coins, it is 100 TBC. If you're redeeming your cookie rewards, it's 100 TBC lifetime redeeming for now. If you have a lot and your referrals are paid, verified, profile completed, then you can send a support ticket and then they can help you with that. If you do not have that, you can accumulate cookie rewards and then you can, redeem. As far as your send button test has been completed and your send button is on, your redeem now button will show in your back office very clear, and then you can redeem your cookies and get that done. So basically, if your account is verified, you're gonna see the redeem now button just on that poster right here. Redeem now. So it says, again, I'm going to read this. You can only redeem cookies one time during a redemption period, and it is recommended that you wait till the end of a redemption period before you click on the Redeem Now button because you still have time to add more cookies before you redeem them. The months of May and November are the redemption periods, and any cookies left over from one redemption period can be redeemed in the next redemption period. So basically, there is no need to feel uh, heated. If you're not having it now, you can always have it later. And that is awesome. I'm getting so in love with that poster. So let's see what the admin has for us today. Um, Great. So, review of cookie reward terms. So this is by one of our members. We're just gonna watch a little bit of that and see what. Great, guys. So I hope that we actually saw that. So basically, the same thing that we've been talking about is what they have actually spoken about today. Great. So, um, great. So we have Randy's Kringle Cashback Office meeting. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. The send button keyword will only be one word: cookie rewards redemption. Now, we had our, send button meeting today, Ghana 2 p.m. So TBC leader Randy Wilson will be hosting the Send Button live broadcast on Monday, November 5th at 7 a.m. PT or Ghana 2 p.m. GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. If you don't have a Send button on, you're not allowed into the meeting. For those of you who do have a Send button on, do not share this link with anyone else. This link will be available at 6:45 a.m. PT on Monday, November 5th, inside your Kringle cashback office. This meeting prompts at 7. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. Awesome. Great. The following will be hosted. The following languages will be hosted and send button meetings at the end of the year. Awesome. So, the following languages will be hosted and send button meetings by the end of the year: Arabic, Bengali, Cambodian, Chinese, English, French, German, Greek, Hindi, Irish, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Tagalog, Thai, and Vietnamese. Okay, awesome. That is good. So, yeah, it's a big community. As we all know, TBC is not a currency with a mission, it's a mission with a currency. And how TBC will end poverty globally. Out of 7.5 billion global populations, about 4 billion are the working class that support the children, seniors, and disabled. And the TBC millionaires will provide far more jobs than there are people in the world, creating zero unemployment and ending poverty forever. 1 billion TBC millionaires will each already have the means to create 5 to 10 opportunities for the working class. That is good. I can't wait to actually be one of those dreams. 1 million TBC billionaires will provide liquidity to the TBC billionaires for job creation perpetually. Empty admin wallet. We are in a distribution phase, people. Kindly note that. Kringle Cash will become a social media platform to connect employers to job seekers using Kringles as the currency. Awesome. That is just great. Great. So we just had a good news today. So basically, congratulations TBC Revolution on doing your 100th TBC broadcast. Awesome. Yeah. So guys, that is it for today's. Great. So as you all can see, TBC is growing. If you're not part of the TBC group, TBC community, TBC family, you need to plug in now and, you know, get yourself part of it. So to wrap it up, if you have more than one, if you have more than 100 TBC and you have paid statuses for your referrals, completed profiles, verified emails, all you need to do is send a support ticket to the admin. And if you need to redeem your cookies, you can wait till the end of the redemption period, sorry, and then you can redeem quick and fast. Okay, guys. So today I've come to the end of my TBC broadcast live. I will see you guys tomorrow. At a different time actually. If you haven't had time to attend the Send Button meeting, which was today at 2 p.m. Greenwich Meridian time, please head back to your Gringo Cash back office to dashboard and head down straight to that Send Button meeting and attend it immediately to get your cookie reward of 1 million cookies. So till next time, I love you all, guys. Bye bye.